Hey, I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I didn't get to talk to what's-his-face yet.
She wore danger like a perfume.
It's
It
called
was simply
catnip.
part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melody.
This man's
or the
over
pillow she
here.
rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin.
This man.
But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself
Yes.
of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Oh my.
Gee, that is a unique
Now that's how you
picture.
sext.
And kind of
Adam.
daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring.
Hello, ageless
I
relic.
get it.
Hi.
Evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
This is the chicken police. He is part of the chicken police. Natasha is getting threats. She owns a club that she sings at. He's interviewing her, and she has a naked painting of herself in her bedroom. You know, the regular. I streamed today and my Kira button channel point redeem was a hit. It is a redeem that will randomly play one of my streamer friends saying Kira in various ways. It's to get my attention. Been slowly asking my streamer friends if I can use their audio clips. I refuse to use ones I don't have permission to use. Oh, that's awesome! She really did. She was like, let's get sexual. Here we go.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some
Wow,
kind of
32
compliment?
times? That's awesome!
I don't know. I don't compliment often.
Oh, you're playing
Not on
South Park,
purpose,
The
anyway.
Stick of Truth. I haven't played that, but I know a few people who have.
Oh, you're funny.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
What? Sir?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. You got a beautiful place here,
Of
Natasha.
course.
A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness. With very
It
classy
was definitely a
furniture.
choice. It's definitely a choice for the human hands, body, animal head combo. It's very striking.
He needs some milk.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
That is unprofessional.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
So Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Natasha... Ibn was acting quite strange, and he hesitated when I mentioned how he met Natasha. It'd be interesting to hear the story from another point of view. It is so an adult joke in this scene. There's been a few sly jokes in this game so far.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
What?
You
Some of this
are
is
a
making me
funny
like,
guy.
it's so cringy!
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat
No,
around
I
the
beat the
bush.
shit out that bush. Not around it.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Jeez, the cat's meow. Exactly! Oh my gosh, the puns!
Terribly.
This is now how I do cops from that time.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come
at me, bro!
Well, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Tasha is a mysterious woman indeed and seems dangerous too, but she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. The question is she the source of the problem, or is it someone else?
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger. That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall is quite daring. The place is very elegant, and so's your room. Oh, shit. Alright, she's confident and mysterious.
The place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh.
Suspiciously nice things. Just like you.
Do you think I'm suspicious?
Don't be
We'll
suspicious.
see about that.
Don't be suspicious.
Try me.
Did she like that? Oh yeah, she liked that. Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats? What can you tell me about Ibn? Let's do admirers.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Okay, she's cold. Why Deborah? She's a nice girl, but why didn't you come to me? This whole case stinks. What are you trying to make me do? Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats? May I make a clip of you saying Kira to add to my Kira button? It's okay if not. Don't want anyone to think No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How do you want me to do it? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to say it once? Do you want me to say it a few times? My finger itches. I cut myself a couple days ago and it's like right on the knuckle. So like it keeps breaking open. It makes me sad.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't
I have people
bear
saying
to
just
look at
Kira,
them.
and I have a person saying Kira in 7 different ways, so whatever you feel comfy with. Okay. Him. Here I go. Kira! There you go. I hope you like it. I did that just for you.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
Thanks. You're welcome.
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my
That
last
dress is so pretty.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond
She's scared.
skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Alright, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could
What do you?
be.
I don't know what it is. Oh, whore.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
All right. What about Filmar? Is he here because of you? Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you? I suggest you lie low. No one's ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow.
What about Filmar? Is he here because of you?
Mr. Lowe helped me before, and yes, he was the first I approached.
You've managed to curb my enthusiasm a little.
Doesn't keeping 2 irons in the fire give me a better chance? But you don't have to worry. He didn't find anything. And he's not interested anymore, no matter how much I offer to pay him.
Why?
You'll have to ask him.
I think I'll do that.
A dark shadow from the past, an ex-lover, a husband maybe. So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
-10? Come on! Let's stop beating about the bush.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't
Wow!
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
think so. I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her
Okay,
in
so they're
years.
still technically married. She just left with the kid. 12
I'm
years ago?
sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
Emotional
I
damage.
knew I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
How's your piercing doing, Jenny?
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
What exactly do you want from me? You played me from the start, didn't you?
You played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
He's an old cock.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm
Man,
dead.
not even a quickie divorce. She straight up took that kid and peaced out.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
Oh, that is my best one! Yo, I got 5 stars!
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you
Is that her
something that could
weekend
be of
house?
a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet?
Really? Oh, well. Cox! Yep. Cox! Things are getting spicy. Spicy in this game.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Just got home again. Dad was super out of it, so sibling and I split a cab home for me. Oh, I hope Dad's okay.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Molly. Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so
He was
cute
like, I
when
can
you're
take you
playing
home. You
naive.
should have woken me. And meanwhile, his poor foot's hurting. Oh, and he's super groggy. Sibling and I were like, nope, cab ride for me it is. Oh, that's so kind of y'all to consider him. And oh,
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
he was out golfing all day today. Oh,
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Do you have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry, I've never smoked.
Really? That's very uncommon in your line of work.
It was uncommon in all my previous lines of work too. But I promise the next time we meet, I'll bring you a box of matches.
I might take you up on that.
and speaking of breaks, guess who still has a week
No
off? I can stay up. Roomman, happy early birthday. Is that it now?
Do you have a light, Natasha?
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe
You're a
something
liar,
happened to you.
Marty.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
He gets so dejected. Alright, I need to talk to you.
So, have you
I'll
talked to
tell Wednesdays,
Natasha?
but may as well rest up and stream meanwhile, right? Yes!
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
Before
What
I
is it?
leave.
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
When we go into forest, I'm gonna make room in my schedule by finishing a game this week. Oh! Just let me know. Just let me know. Do you want to do it for stream? Do you want to do it on stream? What days you want to do it? Just let me know and I can work with what you give me.
We stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped into it, didn't we?
What are these? I don't know what this is.
We stepped into it, didn't we?
On stream on your channel, maybe? Or we could both stream it at the same time? I'm fine with whatever.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play
Maybe
cards
Friday
together.
and Saturday nights? Yeah.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
That's the weekend house, which I do need to go to eventually. I've already been to Hot Dog and the Clawville PD. But I'll check those two places out again before going to the weekend house, because these have timers on them. But before I leave, let's go to clues. Natasha's afraid and her fear is genuine, but she isn't telling me everything regardless, and I don't like it. Natasha's inviting me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I would be glad about it, but in this case, I'm worried. The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha, is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot regardless. I only recognized a few names on the list Fillmore shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to the respected elite of Clawville. It could be a wedding roster, but I doubt that's the case.